Hello, good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing great. What's your name?
I'm Tamara.
Tamara. Okay, if you don't mind, I'm just gonna take some notes, just so I can go back and take a look at them as I'm entering things into my computer. I am so glad that you were able to meet with me. I enjoyed us emailing back and forth, and it's just good to be able to put a name with a face. Okay. So let's talk about Dylan. Dylan is your son, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's see. What brings you here? I know we talked a little bit about his grades and things like that and what we needed to do to get the grades up. So
hmm
let's start by just kind of telling me what you would like to see accomplished today.
I would like to see, what can I improve to help dealing with his grades,
Mm-hmm.
and I know his behavior is probably kind of an issue too. So, you
Okay.
know, see how his behavior's been going, and do I need to work on, with his getting him to be a little better, or what areas I need to work with him so that it can help you in your class and help him to excel in his studies.
Okay, great. It looks like we're both on the same page. Well, let me start by saying that Dylan is a great kid. He really is. He is very smart.
hmm
There are a few concerns that I do have for him. One being math, which a lot of children at the age of 8 do struggle in math.
Right.
So it's not uncommon. It's just something I think that we need to take a closer look at.
Okay.
And then he's great in social studies. He's excellent in writing and English. I think technically, as far as like computers,
hmm
he does kind of struggle in computers a little bit. So
Okay.
I think those are the two main focuses that we need to focus on. Is going to be the math and the computers.
Okay.
Do you have a computer at home? And
I do.
how often does Dylan get on the computer?
You know how kids are like to go outside and he likes to play his video games. So I would say that he probably spends maybe an hour or two, not even that much. And if it is, he's playing games and stuff, nothing, academically. So
Okay. So about an hour or two a day or per week?
about a day, maybe.
Okay. 2 hours. Okay. And then what do you know about his math skills? How much do you know about the math
Well,
skills?
I know he struggles with math, and I
Okay.
I know how I was with math, so I know math is not that easy. So I know he struggles a lot with his math skills.
Okay, great. So I think our plan today should be just to focus on the computer and the math.
hmm
Let me ask you something. Did your does Dylan's father, is he and his wife currently right now?
Yeah, some days he's here, some days he's not. We try to, work it out. But when he's not here, we split up or whatever. I do send him over to his dad's and stuff, and God knows what they do up there.
Okay. 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 Well, and then also let's discuss Dylan's behavior. Dylan, like I said, he's a wonderful child, but at times when he gets frustrated with the math and with the computer, he does act out. And he will sometimes go into not more so rages, but he does get very loud and very frustrated, and he can be very disturbing to the other kids in the class. I've actually had to separate him a couple of times, and that seems to work, but I don't want that to be my only option, which is separating him. I want us
Right.
to come up with some other options.
Okay.
So, those are some things that we can discuss today.
Okay.
So, I think what we should do is start with a game plan. Um, you said he likes video games. What kind of video games does he like?
Oh, them shoot games. Games I shouldn't even let him
Shooting,
play.
okay.
Probably doesn't help his behavior
What
none.
about Mario Brothers?
Oh, yeah, he'll play that too.
Okay. And the reason I was asking about Mario Brothers is because Mario Brothers actually has a math program.
Oh, okay.
Um, I know that they have it at GameStop and it's like $29.99.
Mhm.
But if you're a teacher, you get like a 20% discount. So I can actually go and purchase that for you.
Okay.
And that way it's a little bit fun for him and
Mhm.
it's not just looking at math. And since he already likes Mario Brothers, I think that would be something good to kind of combine the video games and the learning together.
Okay, that'll be great.
Right. I'm sorry we don't have any games for shooting.
He
But
don't need no shoot games anyway.
okay, well I can look into getting this purchase this weekend,
Okay.
and we can send it home with Dylan. It'll have all of the instructions on how to play it and things like that.
Right.
One thing I think that we should start doing is keeping a journal. And the journal, what we can do with the journal is it can be broken down to how much time he spends on math,
Okay.
how much time he spends on the computer, and then how many days of the week we're
Okay.
going to go over this when he gets home. And the best thing is to stay consistent. So if we decide Tuesday and Thursday we're going to work on math,
Okay.
and we're going to decide if we're going to do it between 5:30 and 6:30, it needs to be that Tuesday and Thursdays each week. And the same thing with the computers. We decide we're going to do computer Monday and Wednesday. It needs to be consistent, 5:30 to 6:30, whatever hour window. I think 1 hour is good because we don't want to overload him.
Okay.
So I think if we just stay at an hour, or we can start at 30 minutes. You can do 30-minute increments. See how he's
See how
paying
he's
attention
going.
after 30 minutes. See how long it's keeping his focus.
Right.
And then if it's good in 30 minutes, then maybe we can add on a 15 till we get to an hour. I don't want to go over an hour, especially since he has to come back to school the next
Right.
day and learn. I think our biggest thing right now is just to see if we can get the math and the technical skills grades up a little.
Okay.
How does that sound to you?
Awesome. I think that'll be great. I really like the idea of, journaling. So I think that'll be an awesome thing that we could do.
Right, and can you think you can commit to the hour a day?
Of course, I can do that.
Okay, and then when we sit down for the hour a day, maybe his favorite snack, something like that. I've learned that when children, if they're watching something, if they're eating something, it helps them more so stay focused.
Right.
So those are some things to look at.
Okay.
Like I said, we can get the Mario Brothers, and there's also a few programs that are online that I will write down for you that you can take a look at as far as with the technical part, the computers. There's like 3 different programs, but there's one that I recommend, and it's called learningtree.com.
Okay.
And once you go to that website, you'll click on his age, and if his age is 8, click on age 7.
Okay.
Go down one age. That way, and see how well he's doing with that work. And then if he's doing pretty good after maybe a month, we can go to 8.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, we don't want to start him directly at 8. We want to start him at 7. It's more like a refresher.
Okay. That'll be awesome.
Okay? And what I would like to do is just once we get the journal and we get everything set up, do you think you can get the journal? And I know I can get the CD over the weekend, so maybe we can start Monday.
Okay.
And Monday will be December the 14th, and we'll start keeping a journal. And then maybe in 2 weeks we can try to meet again, if possible, or if not, we can try 3 weeks, but just to go over and see how he's improved. At the end of each session on the computer, it'll have grades, and it helps track all of his grades, and if he's had improvements, and it'll also show if where he really needs help in, and that way those are different things that we can work on. And then let's try that for about 2 months, and then if it doesn't look like he's gotten any better or he's still staying the same, then maybe we can recommend tutoring. We do have an outside program that we use, and it's pretty much college students. They come in and they tutor. They're very reasonable. If there's any trouble with how much they charge, we have a program here at the school that will help pay for it.
Okay.
So that's something also that we can offer for you.
Okay.
How does that sound?
I think that just sounds wonderful. I'm so glad to be meeting with you today.
Okay. And like I said, with Dylan, with him being such a great child, his behavior is all tied to him being frustrated with the math and the computers. So I really believe that once we start paying more attention and looking closely at getting the math and things taken care of, the math and the computers, I think that would totally take care of our behavior situation.
Okay.
Okay, and then what I'll do is here at school, I'll sit down more with him and try to do a little bit more one-on-one. I do have 14 other children in my class, so I have a total of 15. So I try to give them each a little one-on-one time, but I can start my sessions a little earlier when it comes to the math
Mhm.
and the computers, that way I can give him a little extra time.
Okay, that'll be
Okay.
great. Is there any suggestion you think I could do at home to help with his behavior?
Well, I would sit him there and just see how, well, just kind of monitor his behavior.
Okay.
See what you, look and see if you're seeing what I'm seeing. And that's as far as him being frustrated when it comes to the math and the computers.
Right.
And then his behavior, also track that down.
Okay.
Write down, like, once you do your report for that day of how he acted, how many questions he got right, how many he got wrong, any improvements. Write down what his behavior was. Write down exactly when he got frustrated, on what type of problems and what type of computer issues did he have the
Right.
issues on, and then gradually we'll see it raise.
Okay. That's great. Okay. I'll
That
work
sounds
with
great.
him. That sounds awesome.
Okay, great. Well, it looks like we've got a lot of things accomplished today, and I really look forward to meeting with you in 2 weeks.
Okay.
What I'll do is I will email you at the end of next week just to see how things are going.
Okay.
On Monday, I will have this program and I will send it home with Dylan in his backpack, and I
Mhm.
will email you that day just to let you know that it is in his backpack.
Okay.
And then, like I said, these are the I'm gonna give you a sheet
Mhm.
of all of the other .coms and websites that you can go on and
Right.
get some more information. And I think if we work together, we can really help enhance Dylan's academics, his math, and his computers.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for all your information, all your help, and I really do appreciate it.
Okay, great. Well, you do have my email address, and now you can put a face to it. So I'm also going to give you our my office number here.
Okay.
And if you have any trouble with the with the program, or if you have any questions at all, you can always call me. It has my office hours on here, and I have to answer my phone up until 9:30.
Okay.
So I keep the phone on. It's the school's phone, so I answer it up until 9:30, and then the phone will go off, and I don't answer it again until 8:30 in the morning.
Okay.
So between 8:30 in the morning and 9:30, you can call me anytime. If you text or leave a message, I will respond.
All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
You're welcome, and you have a great day. And you tell Dylan I said hello.
Thank you. I will.